Show with CJ Nasello.
Fools are satisfied. Dream on, but don't imagine they'll all come true. Ooh, when will you realize Vienna waits for you?
It is 9:21, little bit of change on the 6th day of September. That's a Wednesday. In downtown Alton, Flora Van Koten and Janet Starr in studio with me this morning. Is it still that? Is it like a little humid out there still?
Actually, it's very windy.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I'm glad I came in at the right time. I have hairspray, and so I would have looked like a mess by the time the show started. Well, that's good to know, because I got in here today and I'm going, man, it's nice, but it was kind of feeling warm, and then this basement gets a little muggy. Enough about my problems. We're here about Sound of Soul. So take me through this, Flora. This is really cool. For all the folks that maybe aren't too aware, could you give us an overview of what Sound of Soul is all about?
Well, Sound of Soul is a community service project. It's sponsored by Eckankar, which is known as the Path of Spiritual Freedom. And there's no charge. It's open to all religions, all faiths, all backgrounds, beliefs, cultures. What's so cool about it is that the Sound of Soul stands for this ancient sacred word, mantra, if you will, that everybody can use, anybody can use, HU, regardless of whether you even believe in God or not. That's the cool part about it, because some people go, well, because it's like they say, I don't know, I have my religion, I have my path. Well, that's good. This magnifies your connection with God because it's a higher vibratory word, HU. It's spelled HU. Mm-hmm. And it sounds like this. You, and you can think it, you can sing it out loud or inwardly, and it's so cool because what's so cool about this is it connects who we truly are, which I call soul, S-O-U-L, which, and therefore, hue is the sound of soul. We do our Sound of Soul at the Riverbend Yoga.
Great location.
In Alton. It's just a block away from you.
I was going to say, I don't know, you're pretty far away from me.
100 West 3rd Street, and we do it 3 times in the spring and 3 times in the fall. And our first one is tomorrow.
Oh, there we go. Hey, hold on here. That's a call to action for all of you folks at home. So this is really cool. Not to cut you off, but it seems like, take me through the actual moments you're going through and you're really getting, in touch with your spiritual side. That seems like a pretty empowering moment.
It is, CJ, because, even though we have this event, it's only an hour from noon to 1 tomorrow, and then again on the first Thursday of October and of November. The thing is it's just to have that experience in a group. But the beauty of the hue is to learn to sing it for oneself, to get in touch with your own inner guidance, your own inner knowingness. So often we look outside ourselves for answers to things when the answers are inside. And most often we're looking for validation for those things that are inside of us. And it clears the path for that clear communication with our pure self, which is soul, not the mind, not the emotions, and not even the physical body, but soul. And that's our destiny, is to become one with that which is spirit.
Well, and it's such a great point, because I'm just thinking, the moment you said that, if I, with the influencer world today and everyone seeming like we got to go look at a TikTok star or whoever the heck for, guidance and are their moral compass, but to me, this is so cool, because if I'm in that moment, I think a lot of character traits come out because I try to match the vibrance of the room, maybe the person sitting next to me, and all of those things. And that's a really good self-evaluation tool, I think, as well.
That's a good point, CJ. It not only helps me to calm and center myself, but it helps me to be a part of the larger group and truly listen to the other beings rather than all this stuff that goes on my head with, what am I going to say next? And who is this? You just really tune in.
Yeah.
And then it flows. It really does.
So take me through the ins and outs of just this hour, because it seems like such a powerful hour and really just so impactful. If someone hasn't done this before and they're kind of nervous, maybe they're a little shy, first day of school, type of feelings, what can they expect? How does this kind of look?
Okay, that's a good question. Another good question.
I don't ask very many of them.
You're a good interviewer.
They want to know what they're coming into.
Yeah.
What's that going to be like? Yeah.
It's wonderful. Especially at Riverbend Yoga,
Yeah.
they have a wonderful seating area, which is like a living room area. And we sit around in a circle and we greet each other. And then I introduce the hue, what it is. I give an example of how I'm helped by it. Janet has a story where she's been helped by it. So I brought her along because I said that would be good to have another opinion, viewpoint, because we all have our own opinions.
Yeah. Well, can I ask you a question, both of you? Because I do have to pay a bill, but we'll come back to this conversation. That's
Okay.
a great tease. Were you guys, and is it okay for me to ask what your religious faith is, that you practice?
Well, I'm an Eckankar.
Oh,
so
yeah, right.
I'm known as an Ekist. I've been an Ekist for the past 50 years.
Wow, okay.
My 50th anniversary was August 28th, and I was like, wow.
Okay.
I was like, wow. And
40
it has
years for me, 40.
And
40?
so that's our faith. I was brought up Catholic, which was a wonderful foundation. But then I went and searched for other things.
That's, I should have asked that question better. And that's what I meant, is how you guys were brought up in Catholic and to see the transition. It's so fascinating. And I want to hear more about, Janet, your story with this as well. And we got to take a quick break, though. I do got to pay a couple of bills. So why don't we do that now? It's 9:27. More of our daily show comes back to you next in the heart of the 618.
Welcome to Evergreen Place, a community that embodies joyful living, independence, and financial freedom for seniors. If you're looking for a full day of activities or to relax in your apartment, we have you covered. Located on the Alt Memorial campus. To know us is to love us. Experience the difference at Evergreen Place.
Is it time to buy, sell, or even time to consider a short sale of your property? Meet Lisa Webb, owner of 3rd Street Realty. This local, women-owned, family-operated realty group has over a decade of experience in foreclosures, first-time home buying, and so much more. 3rd Street Realty prides themselves on holding your hand through the entire process. Let their expertise guide you to your dream home. Visit 3rdstrealty.com and start your journey with Lisa Webb today.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Give me one reason to steer, and I'll turn right back around.
Alrighty, welcome back. 9:29 on the 6th day of September. Janet, Flora in studio, our conversation continuing. And, I wanted to circle back to just that experience, what to expect, because I know that there's like me, there's people that are curious about this and are really intrigued. So take us back to, we're sitting there meeting in that circle. What happens next?
Okay, after I explain the hue, talk about an experience I've had with it, then we actually practice it. I have a hue app that I play, and it plays this hue song of thousands of people singing the hue song, which is free. You can go to your Google Play or your App Store, and you can download the hue. That might help with your insomnia, you told me about, because
True.
It's such a beautiful sound, and we sing it together, either out loud, silently, or even in encourage people to listen and to look within. It helps to really look and listen within, because that's what we're training to do. That's what we're talking about here. And then after we finish that, I say, may the blessings be, which simply means thy will be done, to the universe, to God, to the Holy Spirit. It is very spiritual, because after that, then we open it up to a spiritual discussion. And I say spiritual because to me, everything is spiritual.
I agree.
So we talk about whatever people want to talk about, what their experience might have been with the Hughes song, or what they're going through right now that they would like clarification on. Maybe a dream they've had, maybe something that they can't explain that keeps coming up. So that's a spiritual discussion we have till the end of the hour.
Wow. And now take me through that realization moment. I'm sure you've seen a couple of light bulbs turn on in your groups. Yeah. You know, what's that moment like whenever you see somebody really start to delve into this and really explore those avenues and find some of those, maybe not necessarily that answer, but at least, you know, those first steps to finding what they were looking for?
There aren't words for it, because it's like divine. I just have to describe it as love, because everybody can understand God in their own way. As, you know, say, do you believe in God? I believe in God, and I believe God is love. So whatever that experience, when it comes, that clarity comes, it's like love comes in and they can feel it. They may not understand what it is, and that brings up questions, or they may get something that's very personal. An understanding that's very personal, and everything is very personal. Your path to God is your path to God, not mine.
Right.
My path is my path. Janet's path is her path, and that's the beauty of it. I can get ideas from the group, but I need to really understand within what is mine.
I really love it, because it falls back on us, you know. It's
That's
one of those
right.
where if we're, you know, kind of checking the lanes and looking at everybody else for answers, we're going to keep searching for a pretty long time, huh?
That's true.
Absolutely. And Janet, I want to ask you about your experience with the group, because it seems like you had a pretty groundbreaking one. Take us through that, you know, what you've experienced in this.
Well, I'll tell you a story that just happened recently. So to start off, I sing Hugh every morning for like 15, 20 minutes to start out my day, because I feel like it spiritualizes my day. So I'm listening more, I'm more aware of what's going on around me. So my husband and I had rented a 15-passenger van. We were going to take a bunch of people up to a seminar that Eckankar has every year in the fall in October. So we were going to do that. And that morning, after I had sung Hugh, I got this feeling to go to the rental place. So, okay, I'll go check out the van, right? So I get my car, punch it in the, navigator, and it takes me to a place that's not there.
Oh.
Okay, I put it again. It takes me all the way downtown to Arsenal Street. And I'm like,
no.
wait a minute,
Oh,
what's
no.
going on here? And some people get really frustrated, like, oh, I can't find this place. But I was really calm, and I was like, I know that there's a message here. You're helping me, like God's helping me. Okay, what is it? So I paused for a minute. I pulled into this gas station. I paused. I sang Hugh. I sat there for a minute, listened, and I heard, check your email for the address. So I checked the address again. Oh, I had it wrong. So I put it in. I got to the place. Now I get to the place, and this guy takes me out in the parking lot, and he shows me the van. It's a really nice one, right? Great. But then he says, oh, yeah, but you might get this one. And it was really bad. It was beat up, and it wasn't good for the people. And so I left there. I was like, I don't think this is going to work. So I left there knowing that, because I didn't get frustrated, and I listened, that I was getting the inner guidance to do something better, which put in the navigator, go home. But it didn't take me home. For some reason, I ended up in this other place closer to home, and then I heard, there's an Enterprise right here. Inwardly, I get this guidance, and okay, I go there. Here's this nice white van sitting right by the front door. The guy comes out and he says, the driver just brought it back. We checked the dates. They had the dates. And then I said, am I going to get this van? And he says, yes, this is the van you will get. And I thought, okay, the Hue just helps me to stay calm
And get the inner guidance.
And
To
what's
listen
going
to
to
the
work
inner
best
guidance.
for everybody, not just
Everybody.
me thinking, I got to do this and I got to do that.
Right. How cool. But I mean, this is so fascinating and really, interesting to see how much it helps in your day to day. And let's circle back. So you guys will be at Riverbend Yoga tomorrow. What time?
12 o'clock noon to 1 o'clock. It's only an hour. And we welcome anybody who wants to come of any background, belief, whatever you got going. We'd love to see you and experience the Hue and the spiritual discussion together.
Absolutely. And then you'll be at the Mississippi Earthtones as well.
Yes, a week from the expo. This weekend is the expo. And then the following weekend on Saturday, September 16th, is the Earthtones Mississippi Festival.
Yep.
And we'll be in the Zen Zone.
Oh, cool.
From 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. So if you're out at the Mississippi Earthtones Festival a week from this Saturday, between 2 and 3, we'll be in, it's a tent where they've got different events happening. Riverbend Yoga is going to be there for an hour, different hours. We're there from 2 to 3.
That's just incredible. And is there a Facebook, a website that you have that people can stay up to date?
Good question. The up-to-date website that I would say that doesn't really have specific dates right. I mean, for us personally, but if you go to ECKANKAR.org, and then you go, there's a menu at the top, and if you go to Engage, ENGAGE, and drop down, it says Near You. And you hit that, and then it asks United States, other countries. You hit United States, go to Illinois, and then Illinois. There you have other events happening in Illinois. Or Missouri.
Never forget about
Because
Missouri.
we're close to St. Louis, and St. Louis has many events as well.
Absolutely. Well, I really appreciate your conversations today, and I hope that we have a pretty good turnout tomorrow, and I will see both of you at the Earthtones Festival. So fascinating.
good.
And
Good,
thank you so
CJ.
much for stopping by today.
Thanks for
thank
having
you.
us.
Well, no problem. We'll take a quick break. It's 9:38 on this Wednesday in downtown Alton. We'll come back with Georgia's local brew. How about that? Next.